Okay, hello. So, if you picked the Knight of Cups, this is your dream reading. We're going to be looking at what your dreams are trying to tell you. This could be one specific dream, this could be several dreams. I didn't really put a limit on that. Okay. You might be seeing number patterns that are super interesting, like 443 or like 887, like where it's two of the same numbers and then a different number, or like 122. Yeah, which is interesting because you could also be in the energy of like trying to track down angel numbers, and so you're watching the clock, and when it's like 221, you're waiting till it hits 222. Or you could be right before alignment. You could be in the energy right before something kind of takes off. Yeah. So those are just some quick messages, but we are going to get right along. I just saw 111, so that could be significant in some sort of way. Three of Wands, back of deck. So the first cards out we have are the Devil, the Queen of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Five of Cups. This feels like a real energy of lack. So your dreams could be showing you what you feel like you're missing. Your dreams could be showing you where there's like this sense of emptiness, and this feeling of like drought. Is kind of what I feel like. And it could also be like emotional. Like you could be feeling, your dreams could be displaying to you like an emotional heaviness, and like a desire to change that, and also like kind of this desire to be rescued. Wow, 222. I just saw. Yeah, your dreams could be showing you this desire to be rescued. Yeah, this just feels like very tumultuous mental and emotional energy, and kind of looking for a savior or an escape, or like just looking for a sign, looking for something. Which is why I think if you are one of those people who's been kind of trying to track down angel numbers, there's that kind of energy of like trying to track down clarity, track down a way out, track down a form of not even just escape, but like evolution out of where you are right now. Because I think that there's this recognition that you are in a position that feels kind of trapped, a position where you feel kind of trapped or like hidden away, and it doesn't seem to be where you want to be, which is understandable. You have the Ace of Swords coming in reversed. Oh yeah, you had the Princess of Swords come out. So that's the Page of Swords. And then you have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, I feel like your dreams are kind of trying to display to you this lack of motion, this lack of movement, and this feeling of being in the dark. In the dark about something. So like a lot of confusion, and just there seems to be this search for clarity or relief. But really, I don't think it's coming through. It feels like instead you're just kind of being surrounded by by a lot of mental and emotional energy. Though I feel like you're kind of not fighting through it in a bad way, but I feel like you're fighting through it. Like you're not giving into it. You're experiencing it, and I think it's overwhelming, but you're not necessarily allowing it to take you down. but it does feel like heavy energy. So your dreams could be, there's this energy of like you could be having really deep slumbers, to the point where it might be hard to remember your dreams when you wake up. Like there could be fogginess when you wake up because you're going really deep. So that means that there's also a long way out. Because I think that in terms of what's happening for you in the dream realm, I think you're working through this clouded energy, this foggy energy in the dream realm. Like almost like you're just moving through a host of really thick energy in dreams. And so dreams, you might be having a lot of dreams and they might kind of just you're just going through them almost to the point where it's not like your dreams have a specific purpose right now. It's almost like the purpose is to create a cloud so that you can physically move through those clouds. And it's almost like a form of shadow work, where your dreams manifest as this cloudiness so that you can manifest as the energy of cutting through confusion. And I think that that's meant to kind of help you in your waking life move beyond this like feeling of being trapped or this sense of being surrounded by energy that is difficult to overcome. Yeah, I feel like you're doing the work. I feel like you're doing the work, and I think you're being very accountable for where this might be coming from, because I think that whether you have an understanding of the root source of this confusion and this isolation, this cloudiness, this fogginess, I think that you're trying to figure it out. Like I think that you're being very introspective and kind of a bit of like a detective right now, trying to seek out an answer. So what are they supposed to be doing? Like what is the takeaway? What's the point? I almost think that this is meant to slow you down. I feel like I almost want to say that this confusion is intentional by you, I think that you've played a part in creating this confusion intentionally on a subconscious level. And I think your spirit team has done this as well. And I feel like it's meant to slow you down because I think that they want you to move slowly into whatever is coming next. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're meant to be in this space for a while. I feel like it's like they're I feel like you're kind of being confined. You're being like held in like a waiting space, kind of like purgatory, on purpose, because there's things that need to be worked out on the other end of wherever you're going. And you've got this like warrior energy where you're like battling through everything. So you're moving a little bit too fast, like almost too fast for the universe, in order for them to bring to you whatever it is that you need, wherever you're going next. It's almost like you're moving too quickly for the world to keep up. So they've had to put you kind of in this like self-made trap to kind of distract you for a little while. And I think that it's probably meant to teach you, it's definitely probably meant to teach you patience. But I think it's also meant to teach you about your own ability to create like your own cycles and the way that you put yourself in the position of confusion by overwhelming yourself when you are trying to seek out a new beginning, but it's not time. And so I feel like they're trying to tell you that you are in charge of your reality and you can stop spinning in circles, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you are going to be relieved of this waiting game, of this space in between. You're still going to be in this space in between, but do you want to be in this space in between in confusion, or do you want to be in it in stillness, because the clarity isn't coming yet, but you don't have to be suffering. And the Tower. What's being released here? What's being released here, Spirit? My back. I almost feel like you're getting into the details. Like, I feel like you are scrutinizing every inch of this space that you are within, that you're kind of like stuck within right now. And you're looking at everything, and I feel like you're choosing to kind of tear everything down. With the Tower here, it's like there's not really anything to be released, but in this space, you're choosing to be destructive. And I don't see this being looked at with judgment. I think it's just like something that they are observing, that there's almost this feeling like, if I can't have what I want, right, which what I'm looking for, then I don't want any of this stuff sticking around anyways. Like, if I'm going to be stuck here, then it all needs to go. Like, if I'm going to be left in this feeling of like nothingness, in this space of emptiness, especially when it comes to the like confusion, like if I'm going to be left in a space of lack, then I don't want to see anything around me. So anything that is coming up that seems to have even the smallest hint of like causing a problem or a blockage, or just doesn't seem right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look into it. And if it needs to be destroyed, I'm going to destroy it, because it's like almost just trying to get your energy out. So you're just kind of tearing apart. Like, and yeah, you just kind of got this destructive energy, and like looking at all the details and just scrutinizing everything. And again, I just think it comes from this place of kind of feeling abandoned, wherever you are, and like, yeah, feeling kind of stranded and surrounded by so much, but I feel like you feel like your environment is cluttered, and you're like, all of these things that are here don't mean anything, or all of these things that are here are not what I'm looking for. And yet it's here, and it feels almost like a mockery. Like, I feel like there's a little bit of like an offended energy. And you're just trying to make sense of it, but I feel like you're getting to the point where you're not finding that I feel like you're realizing that there's not much of a point to where you are other than for you to just be here. So you're just kind of destroying things. And you're just kind of like, almost feels like a withering away energy. But I do think that there's a level of acceptance and surrender here. I think there's a high level of acceptance and surrender here. And it's like you're just kind of going through the motions of being on a wheel, spinning round and round. Ace of Wands. I think that there's a breakthrough coming soon. Is there a breakthrough coming soon, Spirit? Eight of Torches. I do. I think that you are about to be like picked up. Like, I feel like you're about to be rescued, if that's what it feels like. Like, I feel like you are about to be sent out. Like, you're about to find an exit. You're about to fall through the cave, and journey into the other side. You're about to switch elements. Like, there's a lot of swords here and a lot of cup energy, but there's a lot of air energy, and I feel like you're about to move into a different energy. And I think it's coming with help. I think that you're being supported. Like, I feel like I almost feel like it's like wherever you need to go, like the space is almost ready for you. And I feel like you're about to be sent to that new space. And it's going to feel kind of like a free fall or like a swim, like a dive. I just want to let go and free fall. I don't want to love trust no more. I just want to let go and free fall. Mm-hmm. Catch me, baby, here I come. Mm-hmm. You might really like that song. It's by Duran, Free Fall. It's by Kaytranada. Or is it by Duran? It's between the both of them, Kaytranada and Duran. I just wanna let go, free fall. What's on the other end? What is on the other edge of this? Well, okay, what is a sign that they can look for to know that this free fall is coming soon, that this movement is coming soon, that the end of this space is coming soon? Catch me, baby, here I come. Interesting. Kind of like a feisty energy. Almost like a new wave of like heat, a new wave of life. Because I feel like you're probably getting tired now in this space. And so things might feel kind of droopy and you might often feel weighed down. Like you could have energy, but then there's probably often some point in the day where you start to just feel droopy and you just start to kind of feel like lifeless and like low. And I feel like you're going to experience this sudden pickup of energy. And I feel like you're going to start to have this sense of like, I'm moving, I'm getting out of here, reawakened. Because you've been on this like warrior energy of like trying to fight. But I think as of more recently, you might have actually been feeling weighed down by this experience. I feel like you're going to experience a new urge to move, a new sense of change is coming, change is necessary, I need to move. I feel like you're going to feel like you need to move. And that could be just like movement, or you could actually feel like I need to move. I need to go somewhere. I need to leave. I need to walk away from this. I need to move. There's some type of energy. I have to go. I have to move. And I think that there's going to be like, I think that there's going to be, that makes more sense. I think that there's going to be just this lack of desire to sit still anymore. Like, it's not like you've been loving sitting still, but you've been handling it and you've had this level of acceptance around it. I think that acceptance is going to go away and there's going to be this energy of like, no, I literally can't be here. Like, it's almost going to feel like you have to go. Something is propelling you out. There's like something coming that is forcing you to move. It might be that you are literally just going to be moving and that's going to be the sign. But either way, this energy of standing still or being in stillness, lying in wait, this energy of being in this quote unquote peaceful energy, though for you it might feel kind of like painfully still, is going to come and take you out of that. And movement, I feel like movement is coming, and it's coming also showing up as an ending. And it feels like a big ending, like a big hurrah. Like it feels like, like charting a new path, like climbing a mountain. Like there's like a big energy attached to this movement and a big, like a quest kind of like energy. I just feel like you're not interested in suffering anymore. And that's when things will, and it's not one of those energies where it's like, oh, you just have to make the decision to not suffer. It's not one of those. It really is this energy of, like when it's time, you won't be able to stand it anymore. And right now you can stand it because you need to be here. But as soon as you don't need to be here anymore, I feel like Spirit's going to put it in your heart that you can't, like, you cannot stay here. Like you can't. You have to go. You have to leave. There's something calling you forward, or there's something you're going towards. And I feel like there will be a vision attached to it. Like you will have something that you are heading towards. Even if it's just the unknown, you're heading towards it with a purpose. But you're not sitting here suffering anymore. Yeah, I feel like this mournful energy will be gone. You will just notice that you're not really in like mourning. And this could be because something's revealed to you with the Ace of Wands. Something could happen that shows you something, especially with the Eight of Torches. Information could come in, communication could come in, but either way, that's when you'll know that this is over. Yeah, I think you'll receive a sign, clear as day. I think you'll receive a sign clear as day that it's time to go, and I don't think you'll hesitate. So I think it'll be pretty obvious when this energy is ready, because you'll probably already be moving before you're even noticing that, oh shit, it's over. Like you'll just be going, and then you'll be like, oh God, it's over. I think it's going to happen in the physical before you really process and understand it in the spiritual and the emotional. I think you're going to physically begin moving before you mentally process that, oh, I'm out of that space. Like I'm on the new path. I'm on the other side of whatever I was just dealing with. Yeah, and I think it's going to bring you a lot of emotional peace. Yeah, a lot of peace after a lot of suffering. It's going to be a real relief. It's going to be a wave of relief and just freedom and peace. So, yeah, I think that is it for you guys for your dream reading. So I hope that was helpful. Feel free to look at other dreams, other cards if you feel like they resonate, because there's a lot of cards here. So yeah, bye!